All right, here we go. Hitman Holla. Welcome to VladTV.
Appreciate y'all having me, man. What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, have we interviewed you before? Because I know,
Yeah, we got
Mike
one.
Hughes used to do a lot of battle rap interviews, but
Yeah,
I
we got
wasn't
one.
doing them.
Yeah, I got one. It's a pretty good one too. Yeah,
Okay,
only one.
okay, but you haven't gotten any with me yet. You
Nah,
know
nah,
what I
nah.
mean?
That's the
So
first time a rookie, man. Rookie
this one's
with
gonna be a
you.
little bit different.
All right. That's funny.
All right, so you grew up in St. Louis.
Yeah, St. Louis, Missouri, man. Um, you know, for the people who ain't familiar with St. Louis, that's where Nelly from.
Mm-hmm.
We had a couple big superstars in the rap game. Nelly,
Chingy.
Chingy, Jaquan, Murphy Lee. A couple basketball players: Larry Hughes, Darius Miles, Bradley Beal, Jason Tatum, Ben McLemore, Pat McCall. So
Yeah.
St. Louis for you. I
Well, you were actually a basketball player yourself, I guess, in high
Yeah, I was
school.
All American. I played college ball too and football. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jeremy Macklin too. We got some football, Sheldon Richardson. We got some football players too. So yeah, I played wide receiver and shooting guard. Averaged 25 in college. I went to California State out of Mineral area, JUCO. But then my grades weren't right. I was out there playing. I finished up at University of Missouri St. Louis, where I led the D2 in scoring.
Okay, so you went back home then.
Yeah, I finished at home.
Okay, you graduated.
Yeah, I graduated.
Okay.
Communications. Yeah, you got a degree.
Okay. So, I mean, with the whole sports thing, did you feel like it was going to go pro or?
Yeah, the funny thing is my junior year, that's when I averaged 25, and I just didn't go back my senior year. You know what I'm saying? I was only a senior. I was tired of school, man. So I ended up doing some online classes later. But my junior year, I just didn't go back. I was like, man, I hate school. I hated school. I just wanted to hoop. School was cool, but it was in a way because I was rapping. Because while I was in college, I was battle rapping, so I had a name. I was getting like 4,000 or 5,000 a battle. So I was like, man, I want to rap, man. I want to be entertained. I want to do movies. So I just stopped going to school my junior year. But I had
Oh,
offers. I had offers for Spain, Australia, Sweden, um, some more stuff. I could have went my junior year, but I left it all behind me.
okay. But, before the rap, you got caught up in some street stuff.
Yeah, I was gang banging, fighting, turf wars. St. Louis, Missouri been top 10, top 5, top 3 most violent cities and dangerous cities for the last 30 years. Like right now, we got 2 of the top 3, St. Louis and East St. Louis. So
Mm.
it's kind of hard to stray away from it because my mom and my dad did a good job. You know what I'm saying? I always played sports. You know what I'm saying? Like they gymnastics, swimming, boxing, whatever I had to do, they made me do it. But it's hard to stray away from it when your city just you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was hard for me to really stay away from it. So I was always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know what I'm saying? I was basketball, football here, and I was fighting, gang banging, and doing all this stuff here. So it's kind of hand in hand.
Well, you had a serious situation where you had 2 murder charges.
Yeah. The funny thing is, they put that. How do people find out? Like they put that on. That's on Google.
I
How
mean,
the-
people think I'm the police and I have some sort of secret information, but no, we just were able to look it up,
Look it up. Yeah.
online.
Yeah. Actually, I'm fighting some cases now, man. It wasn't really me. I can't really say the name. It wasn't really. It was a lot of stuff going on. My name was getting brought up in a lot of stuff, man. So you know how that go. Luckily, thank God I'm here. I'm out of jail. I ain't doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff was just my name getting brought up. I got like right now, like I got some little cases I'm fighting now where people saying my name. Hitman is people. Hitman was there, this and that. So a lot of stuff was coming my way, but we all right, Vlad.
Okay, but that other shit, are you over all that now? Is
Yeah, we
all
done.
that
Yeah, that's done. Yeah, man.
that's done?
I hang out with
Okay.
Nick Cannon, man. I'm all right. I ain't got
Okay, so how did it feel? I mean, you talking about some very serious charges right here. How did it feel to beat those? Because if those didn't go the right way, we would not be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, but not it ain't really necessary me having to beat that stuff that got brought up. I never had to go to trial for that. Like that's just for stuff so they kind of switched the words up. But my name was, I was forefront of some real serious stuff. Like, so I ain't never have to like, I wasn't facing the judge like murder. You know what I'm saying? It was just my name. That's why I'm saying I don't know who even wrote that, but they kind of switched it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But my name was getting brought up, and a lot of people was telling me I need to lay low. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. But I wasn't never worried about it though, for as much as I can talk about it on camera. But
Right.
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure you were a little bit worried about it. I mean, you can't tell me you weren't worried at all. I mean, you know, even if it's some bullshit, you know how this legal system goes.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Big Meech is in jail right now, and he didn't get caught with
He
nothing.
ain't caught with nothing. Conspiracy. Yeah, you right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right. Yeah, you right.
Yeah.
You right. You right.
Yeah. So after, you know, after those situations got overturned, or it never went forward, did you start to focus on the rapping more seriously at that point?
Yeah, I always was focused on the rapping. It was pretty much how much did I really want to really take control of my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I was rapping. That's how I was eating. Because I stopped basketball. I never had a job. You know, so only thing I was doing was battle rapping and rapping, doing shows for money, little stuff like that, and shooting dice. So I always took rap seriously, but a situation like those were like UUW charges and all that kind of stuff I was fighting. Like, come on, Holla. Like, my son, 12. Like, I had a son when I was 17. So I was like, man, I got to make something happen, man. You know, my mama fighting cancer. She beat that. You know what I'm saying? My little brother going through what he going through. Like, there's a lot of stuff like, man, Holla, stop playing with your talent. You know what I'm saying? So I started turning up after that stuff.